Pacers fans, I'm going to continue to call them Faker fans. So that's a bet. Until you guys can beat Carmelo Anthony. What's going on, guys? This is the only time you guys are ever going to hear this come out my mouth. Isiah Thomas, Al Horford, Jay Crowder, and the rest of them people on the Boston Celtics team. It's the only time I'm ever going to say this to you guys because I hate the Boston Celtics more than I hate the Indiana Pacers. But I have to support you for this moment. And the reason why I hate the Boston Celtics is because what you guys used to do with Paul Pierce, Ray Allen, Kevin Garnett, and Rondo, to my man LeBron, and to Carmelo and D-Wade. I freaking hated you guys. But anyway, it's the only time you'll ever hear this come out my mouth. I want you guys to win tonight. I want you guys to absolutely, positively embarrass the Indiana Fakers. The reason why is because these Indiana Faker fans want to sit there and say that Paul George is better than Carmelo. They want to give all of these excuses for why Carmelo dropped 35 on Paul George's head and why Thaddeus Young had to be switched on to Carmelo Anthony and Melo floored Thaddeus Young and embarrassed the Indiana Pacers, scoring, what did he score, 21 or what was it, 17 in the third quarter, having 7 threes? I mean, come on. This is the one and only time I want Isiah Thomas. I actually like Isiah Thomas, but I can't support you because you play for the Boston Celtics. Now, I'll say this. Isiah Thomas, when that contract expires, you know who to call because you know where to come to. Because, well, that depends because Chris Paul will be here. But if Chris Paul doesn't come, you know who to call. Anyway, Isiah Thomas, you're a great player. One of the best players in the world. And it's crazy because you're 5'9", but you're an elite player. You can take it to the rim like no one else can at your position. Great elite point guard. That's a true elite point guard. These Indiana Faker fans think Jeff Teague is an elite point guard. How the hell is Jeff? You want to see an elite point guard? Go look at Isiah Thomas. That's an elite point guard. Look at Russell Westbrook. Look at Stephen Curry. Look at Dame Dalla. Look at James Harden. Look at Chris Paul. Possibly can go down as the best point guard in NBA history. If not, then the second best ever. And yes, I already think Chris Paul is better than Isiah Thomas. Yeah, he doesn't have the championships, you know, the back-to-back. But so what? Who cares? That's a team accomplishment. Chris Paul was playing with the New Orleans, the Hornets at the time. For what? What did he play with them? 6, 7 seasons? Come on. And he was an MVP consideration starting in his third year. Oh my gosh. Those are elite point guards. Jeff Teague? No. He's a solid point guard. I'll give you that. Would I love for him to play on the New York Knicks? No. Get out of here. Derrick Rose is better than Jeff Teague. But anyway, Isiah Thomas, I need you to do me a favor tonight. I need you to do me a big, big favor tonight. The reason why is because you need to not humble them, but sit them on their ass again. Because what Melo did was good enough, but they need to be, you know, sat down a little farther down to where they break their ass because they do they do too much talking. So Isiah Thomas, I need you to do me this huge favor. I need you to go out there and drop 40 points for me. I need you to go out there and drop 40. Al Horford, I need you to drop 20 and 10. Here's the thing. Jay Crowder, or whatever the hell your name is, Jay Crowder. Excuse me, I'm not going to be disrespectful. Jay Crowder, I need you to absolutely put the clamps. Put the locks. You're the locksmith. Lock him up. You already know who I'm talking about. Lock him up. Don't allow him to score over 20 points. If you can do that for me, Jay Crowder, in this offseason, I'll secure your spot on a New York Knicks roster. I'll secure you a spot to play with. Someone that everyone wants to play with. A real superstar. Not a phony superstar, but a real NBA superstar. Now, don't get me wrong. I like Paul George. He's a great player. But the only reason why I have to talk like this is because these Indiana Faker fans, you know, and I'm going to continue to call the Indiana Fakers, you know, I want to say the P, but I'm not going to. I'm going to continue to call Indiana Faker fans the Fakers because until they can beat the New York Knicks and Carmelo Anthony, until Paul George can outplay Carmelo Anthony, I'm never going to call them Pacers fans. I'm going to continue to call them Faker fans. So that's a bet. Until you guys can beat Carmelo Anthony, I'm never going to call you guys Pacer fans again. That's going to be a long time because you guys are never going to outplay Melo. Anyway, Isiah Thomas, I need you to drop 40. I need you, Jay Crowder, I need you to put the locksmith. Lock him up. Lock Paul George up. He's a great player. Don't get me wrong. He's an elite player. But you need to lock him up. You need to put the locksmith, lock him up, throw him in a lock, do something to him, lock him up. Do not allow him to have a great game against you guys, because he's going up against the Knicks and then Celtics. He needs to lose both games. We do not want Paul George in the playoffs for a reason. If he's in the playoffs, there's a problem. This dude is scary when it comes to playoff time. Regular season time, you don't even have to care about him. But in the playoffs, this dude is scary. He can beat you 1-on-5. It's ridiculous. It's crazy. He goes from what is it? He goes, if you guys don't even know initial D, I highly doubt. If you guys know what initial D is, let me know in the comment section below. But Paul George goes from, Takumi just delivering, sushi for his dad, and then from racing Red Suns in the FC RX-7 in his A6 Corolla doing crazy drifts. You guys I doubt you guys know what initial D is in cars, and it's an old Japanese anime. But anyway, that was a bad analogy because you guys don't know. But let's say this. Paul George goes from a caterpillar to a butterfly in the playoffs. Sting like a butterfly. No. What is it? Sting like a bee, fly like a it's something like that. I'm a sting like a bee. What the hell did the greatest man? No disrespect to Muhammad Ali, obviously one of the GOATs. What did he say though? I'm gonna sting like a butterfly and no. Oh my gosh, I sound stupid. Anyway, guys. I'm going to sting like a bee, fly like a... Yeah, okay. Anyway, Isiah Thomas, I need you to drop 40 tonight. Jay Crowder, I need you to lock up Paul George. Al Horford, I don't like you, but I need you to drop 20 and 10. Anyway, guys, it's been Steve. The Boston Celtics are going to absolutely, positively embarrass the Indiana Pacers tonight. And I'm pretty sure it's in Indiana as well. Let me check really quickly. It's in Indiana. They're going to get embarrassed on their home floor. And it sucks that they're going to have to embarrass in front of Larry Bird because Larry Bird's a GOAT. Anyway, I'm out of here. Peace.